Welcome to Onslow County Today. I'm your host, Lisa Whitman-Grice, and you can see we are at one of my favorite places. We're at the Onslow County Environmental Education Center and Sneads Ferry Branch Library. We're out here on our beautiful nature walk out to the outdoor classroom, and we have some wonderful guests sharing some fun activities with us. We're going to talk with Matt Mano, who is with Onslow County Public Library Youth Services. We'll also visit with Jennifer Montefort and her furry friend Becky. And finally, we're going to talk with Anna Stanley and Jason McCray from Onslow County Park and Rec. It is time to get out and explore your Onslow County today. Welcome back to Onslow County Today, and joining us now is Matt Mano. And Matt, we have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
First things first, we have a little friend.
Yes, this is our astronaut.
You guys have got a cool theme for your summer reading program. We want to talk a lot about summer reading. We want to talk about some of the special events that you've got scheduled. And then, of course, there'll be a little magic.
Absolutely, yes.
So first and foremost, let's talk about summer reading because things have kicked off with a bang.
It did. So we kicked off summer reading June 1st. Everything is online this year. People have been logging minutes left and right. The greatest part is kids read and read and read. They get entered into weekly drawings. So the more you read, the more chances you have to win. They've been doing all this at the website reading.onslowcountync.gov. They can create their summer reading account. And of course, we've been doing a universe of stories all summer long. So the library is doing weekly programs every week for infants all the way up to teens. Everything is relating to space, the universe, exploring the galaxy. Of course, last month we had the Star Lab Mobile Planetarium.
Oh, yeah.
It was such a great success. We're going to bring it back in the fall. So we'll be kicking off now with mid-July. We'll be having Activated Story Theater coming out next.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit about what that means, Activated Story Theater.
Absolutely. So Activated Story Theater, they travel all over the country. They do storytelling, but they activate it. So their whole premise is they have a huge storybook prop backdrop. So it changes every year. They come out with new things. This year they're doing 4 particular stories. Each branch will be doing 2 different ones. So you can attend different ones at each branch and hear a different story. So so they do live storytelling. They act it out, of course.
Sure.
So they're storytellers, but they also do theater too. So they really interact with the crowd and engage the kids.
That is awesome. You know, you talk about this idea of being active in a story, and we always hope that, and always when my kids were little, when they read a story, I wanted them to hear and see and really feel like they were part of the story. And that's what these folks do. Absolutely.
They do this. And I think about the same thing. When I read a book, I like to picture the movie in my head. You know, you jump into it, and we get parents, you know, that'll say, well, they don't really like to read. And we never say that kids don't like to read. It's just that they're not reading what they like. So we just have to find something that they want to read, something that they're interested in.
Their best genre. So,
absolutely.
You know, we had some visitors in the museum this week, and his mom said, you know, he only likes to read live action or biographies and true story. He says he's not a fiction reader.
And that's okay.
Versus that kid who has jumped on the train and off they go to Hogwarts.
Exactly, yes. And we got kids that love different genres, and it's totally okay because, again, we have the summer slump that we're trying to get past. It doesn't matter what they read. We don't care if they read comic books. They can read whatever they want. Just keep their brains active. Keep them reading words, learning.
Absolutely. Well, so a universe of stories that you all are bringing to life.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned that it is for your kiddos, but you also have it open to adults to read in the summer.
Absolutely. So our adult services librarian all through the county, they're also doing weekly prize drawings. So the more books you read, kids now we read on minutes because, of course, you know, kids, no matter what they read, you can never change minutes. Minutes are minutes. Adults read per book. So
Okay.
theirs runs a little bit differently, but essentially the same thing. So for every 2 books you read, you get into the weekly prize drawing. So
Okay.
they'll be doing their programming, their prizes, their books, but also we'll be having the Three Rivers bluegrass band
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out. So that's become like an annual thing here at the library. So that band brings in quite the crowd. So the adults will have their own shenanigans too.
We all need to enjoy the summer.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, bring the magic. What's
All right.
going on?
So at the beginning of August, and that kind of is during our wrap-up time for summer reading. We'll be wrapping everything up between August 9th and 10th around that week. So we'll be doing family events to wrap things up. We'll also be doing our last special presenter, which will be Yasu, Japanese theater magician and storyteller.
Have they been with us before?
He is not. He is
Okay.
brand new. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see what kind of magic he'll bring. He'll bring an awesome Japanese cultural aspect to it. So the kids will be exploring something a little bit different.
Cool. I love this idea.
Absolutely.
Now, we've talked about, and we know we're supposed to be quiet in the library. We all grew up with, gotta be
Yes.
quiet. But you all, it's been a great
No,
summer even so far.
It gets a little loud. Sometimes it gets chaotic. Sometimes we just control the chaos. But it's good as long as the kids are having fun and we're promoting literacy. As long as they're looking at books, checking out books, reading books, we're happy.
That is fantastic. Matt, anything else you want to share with us about what's going on at any of the branches or main branch, or in general, what people need to know and how they need to reach you all?
Absolutely, yes. So again, summer reading is now through the end of August. There's no certain time that you have to sign up or can't sign up. There's no deadline. You can sign up now, keep on reading, log those minutes, get entered into prizes to draw. You can reach the library on the web at www.onslowcountync.gov/library. You can give us a call at 910-455-7350. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. We're on all the social media, so you can keep up with us there. And then again, we have a separate link for our summer reading program, which is reading.onslowcountync.gov.
Fantastic. Well, have a great summer.
We look forward to it.
Explore a universe of stories, and we are looking forward to talking with you next time.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for that intro. Welcome to Onslow County today, and this is our star Becky and Jennifer Montefort from the Onslow County Animal Services Department. Jennifer, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So you have brought a sweet little friend with you, not quite on caliber, not quite the same size as our bobcat here, but a lot of similarities. You look just like our bobcat. So Jennifer, we want to talk to you about summertime and what's going on at Animal Services. We want to talk about your volunteer program, your fostering program, of course your adoption program, and anything else that we need to be mindful of. So the first thing is our teens are out of school and they're looking for volunteer opportunities. Talk to us about what we can do to help out Animal Services.
So at Animal Services, we have lots of opportunities. We want the public to know there are lots of opportunities to help our animal friends at the shelter. So we have a great volunteer program for ages 16 and up. We have volunteers from high school to retirees to Marines. So we have a little bit of everyone at the shelter. We have 6 days a week where people can come in and volunteer with the animals. So we'd really invite people to come in, spend some of their summertime with us.
And what is the process? How do they apply? Can they go online? Do they need to come in for an interview? What's the process for volunteering?
It's very simple. So Onslow County Animal Services Facebook page, there is a sign up button right at the top.
Awesome.
And they can sign up for a volunteer information session. And the session just gives them some information about the shelter and the program and can get them started. So very simple.
So we want to come and help out this summer and year round, really, and year round. Then the other thing that we talk about is we frequently talk about adoptions, and we'll talk about that more. But sometimes folks can't make that commitment quite yet. And you all have a wonderful foster care program. Talk about your fostering of pets.
So a lot of people don't know we have a foster program. It's a great part of Animal Services, and it helps us to get a lot more animals adopted. So often very young animals come in and aren't able to be placed for adoption right away, and that's when we reach out to our foster families to help us take care of the little ones and get them on their way, help them find their way to their adoptable home.
So especially those who might need a little bit more extra attention, one-on-one care, that sort of thing.
Absolutely. So the shelter is not a great environment for our most vulnerable and smallest animals. So kittens and puppies, seniors sometimes as well. We place them in foster homes where they can get that extra care, extra socialization until they can be spayed and neutered and placed for adoption.
Very good. And then of course adoption, because when they are available, you all want to make sure that they find that perfect match.
Absolutely. So we definitely encourage adoption for those families who'd like to bring in a furry member into their home. We have lots of wonderful animals of all ages, all breeds. So we invite everyone to come in, meet the animals, get to spend some time. Staff is there, volunteers are there to answer questions and help make a perfect match.
Wonderful. And once we do make that perfect match and we bring home that furry family member, we also want to make sure that they have the best perfect, how about that? The best setting for them. And in the summertime, we've all got so much going on. Let's talk a little bit about summer safety. And the first thing is, we know in just a couple of days, we've got 4th of July, and the summer festivities don't just stop and start with that day. We're all in and out. Talk about things that we need to be mindful of.
So first of all, with 4th of July, we often have family and friends and the festivities, and can forget about our pets, but it can be a scary time for our pets. Actually, 4th of July is the pets go missing on 4th of July more than any other day in the year. So we have to be mindful of our pets, keep them inside, keep them safe. Fireworks can be scary, so make sure that they have a safe space, a room, a crate, put some soft music on, make sure that they're safe in the home while you're enjoying the festivities.
Okay, one thing that we always think about too is we're cooking out, there's all kinds of new foods around and lots of, everybody's prone to maybe sneak something, but we know that there are lots of things that our pets don't need to ingest. Talk a little bit about those picnic foods, those cookout foods that we want to keep away from our furry family members.
It is tempting to share our treats with them, but we want to keep them out of their way. Foods like avocados, grapes, onions, they can all be toxic to animals, so we want to keep those out of reach. There are lots of natural treats that we can make for our pets if we want them to enjoy the holidays as well. But be very mindful about what they can get into. Bones as well. Any greasy foods are going to cause stomach upset, and that's not something we want for our pets.
All righty. And finally, we've got to talk about the heat, because our summer started and has not really let up very much. Let's talk about keeping them safe from heat, both outside or in vehicles.
Yeah. So vehicles, we want them to stay home. In temperatures of just 70 degrees, a car can heat up to over 100 degrees in moments. So again, we want our pets with us, but we want to keep them safe. Keep them safely at home while we do our errands, and we don't have to worry about them. When we are out in the public, be very mindful. Hot asphalt, hot sand at the beach.
Sure.
These are things that their paws are very sensitive and can be burned. That's not something we want for them.
And then even in the yard, extra water, places, shade. Talk a little bit about kind of the environment we want to create for them if they're outside pets.
So always need access to shade, fresh, cool water, and keeping them out of the elements.
Okay.
So be mindful of how long they're out there. Take them out of the hot sun, take them out of the the heat, give them a break from that as well.
Alrighty, and last but not least, because Becky she says it's time to head back to her dressing room. Before we close out, we want to remind people how to reach you. So what's the best telephone number and website, and of course send us to your social media presence as well.
Okay, so our phone number is 910-455-0182. Anyone who'd like to foster can reach out to us. Becky was actually one of our foster kittens who grew up in foster
Look at you,
home.
sweet pea.
Our Facebook page is Onslow County Animal Services. We have a lot of great information there. And then our website is onslowcountync.gov/animal services.
Wonderful. Jennifer, thank you as always. Thank you for how much you care about the furry members of our community. And look, Becky, you very well might grow up someday to be just as big as our bobcat here. Jennifer, as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Onslow County today, and you can see that we have come out to our beautiful outdoor classroom, and what better place to talk to our friend Anna Stanley about all the cool things that are going on out and about at Onslow County Park and Recreation. Anna, first things first, folks might still be thinking, can I still get my kid into day camp? And the answer is,
sorry.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, we are full with a long waiting list.
All right.
But the kids are actually, we started this week, the kids are having a great time. So great things planned for the summer.
Rocking and rolling with all the Park and Rec folks.
Yes, yes.
All righty, so no day camp for kiddos, but you all have your biggest event of the year coming up in just a couple of days.
Don't remind me.
Sorry, Anna. But you've got Freedom Festival, which is not only one of the biggest events that you all do, it's one of the biggest events in the county and has one of the longest histories in the county. So talk a little bit about Freedom Festival. What are we going to look for this year?
Okay, so we have got lots of new things this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have lots of amusement rides for the kids.
Alrighty.
So we've got new amusement rides coming in, and of course then we have some of our favorites coming back. So we'll have some pony rides and some the little petting zoo. Those are the kids' favorites, so we were bringing those back. And then we have lots of musical entertainment this year. So we've got 4 bands this year.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay, so who might we look at hearing?
So
sing and hearing.
So to kick off, we have local country artist Brian Mayer.
Okay.
So he's going to kick us off. Yeah, that'll be great. And then we have the beach favorites, Carousels.
Okay.
And then we have acoustic duo Wild Honey.
Oh, they're so good.
Yes.
I love them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great and they're fun. And then we have, obviously the main showcase is the beach band is North Tower. Or not, yes, North Tower. Sorry.
So you've got North Tower, the Carousels, Wild Honey, and then Brian Mayer.
Yes.
All right. You know, the best part, it's hard for me to pick. It's what my husband always says is you love everything. But you guys always have such great variety. You think about who lives here in the community and you're like, we're going to do that, we're going to do that, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And you deliver.
Yeah, I think this is the first time that, or at least in a while, that we've brought somebody, a country artist in. So I think it's just to add so we can suit everybody's needs. Everybody likes different kinds of music, so.
And not just a country artist, but a real local talent that you all have been able to invite.
Yes.
Now, when we're looking at fireworks, we want to make sure that everybody has the best possible time. So you all have some rules there at the park that you want everybody to be thinking about, just so that everybody has a great time.
Yes. So we want everybody, first of all, the best tip, arrive early. I mean, that is the best thing that you can do is arrive early so you can go ahead and get your prime picnic spot on the field. But so that way, and it's like I said, it's just a lot nicer if you can get there early, and plus then you can enjoy more of the festival.
Sure.
So, but we don't allow any personal fireworks, and so no alcohol as well. And but other than that, I mean, it's just and no pets. And the only reason we don't do we are very pet friendly, but we just don't do it because of the fireworks. The fireworks can just scare the animals, and we don't want any instances that can happen.
Okay, so come ready to have a good time. Bring your lawn chair so you can look up and enjoy. Maybe remember the mosquito repellent.
Yeah. Well, we always spray too.
You guys always do a great
Yes.
job. I'm always, you know,
but still, it's good to have it on backup.
Okay, you can bring your own picnic, but you guys have food vendors as well.
Yes, we have lots of a variety of different food vendors. We've got some new food vendors this year, so it's going to be a really good lineup. And then they can browse our arts and crafts and commercial businesses. They'll be out there displaying, getting some information out about their businesses and so forth. So
Okay, and your dancing shoes.
oh, of course, yeah,
And
of
your
course.
dancing shoes you have to have, because if you've got, you know, the carousels and you've got North Tower, then folks are going to be shagging.
Yes.
All right, so 4th of July, also we want to remind folks that you have some parking. You all can accommodate a lot, but you also have off-site parking and some shuttles available.
Yes, we do. So we have immediate parking within the area, but usually within about 3 hours that'll fill up, and then we start moving down Onslow Pines Road, and we go from there. We do have shuttles that are available. They will start at 6 p.m. and they will leave from the Harley Davidson lot.
All right.
So yeah.
So we're ready. It's birthday 243. So you all have a lot planned.
Yes.
All right. So 4th of July Freedom Festival. Check out your website, of course, and you all have awesome social media going on too.
Thank you.
Now, you also have some things going on, like movies in the park for
Yes.
families. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we are taking our Movie in the Park series. We're taking it around to all of our parks. So we're trying to get everybody so we can reach all of the smaller communities as well. So so we'll have one in July, and then we'll have one in August. So they'll just need to check out our webpage and see which one they want to go to.
All right. When we come back, we're going to be talking with your coworker Jason about your car and bike show. But if we can get our buddy Chad here to kind of like spin around. You also brought one of your interns with us.
did.
Tell us who your intern is.
This is Ryan Davies. He's our marketing intern from UNCW, and we're so happy to have him.
That is awesome. Folks may not realize that you all offer these not just volunteer opportunities, but also opportunities for our young adults who are away at college, come back and really
do, yeah.
jump in and participate in what we're doing. So,
And they're very
Ryan, thanks
important
for
to
being
us.
a good sport.
They're very important to us as well. I mean, they help us out a lot, and plus, like I said, it's a great learning opportunity for them.
All righty. Anna Stanley, can we say, Anna, that I'm not going to get to visit with you in the future? We'll cry here, both of us right here. So, Anna, you have a new opportunity, and you're going to be leaving Onslow County, but we're still going to work together,
Yes,
right?
we are.
All right.
We're still partners, no matter what.
All right. Well, Anna Stanley, thank you for everything you do for our families here in Onslow County, and we look forward to visiting with you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome back to Onslow County today, and joining us now is Jason McCray from Onslow County Park and Recreation. Jason, I always love talking with you and visiting with you. It is always just a joy, and we have always such a good time. Jason, I have to tell you first and foremost, before we talk about anything, y'all tried to kill me in April. I had to be a part of that tug-of-war team. That was tough.
Okay. In my defense, that was not my idea.
You did a great job, though, coordinating it.
I thank you. We were hoping to get everybody out there, and we wanted you to come out there and have a great time and feel like we feel every day. Just, pulling against other people.
Well, I love that y'all shared that, really. And your folks, I mean, you had Willie on one end, and y'all were Big John on the other end.
It was
awesome. And that's what I love to see, is that camaraderie.
Right.
You all work together, but you play together.
Correct.
And that's so awesome. And you want to invite Onslow County to have as much fun as you all have. So first thing we want to talk about is this whole month is about celebrating the fun that you all have. Talk a little bit about National Park and Rec Month.
All right, so July is, as we always talk about, it's National Parks and Rec Month. We love it. This year we're doing something a little bit different, a little bit special. We're actually going to be giving away 2 kayaks. Yes, we're going to do that over the entire month. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the 1st of the month, and we're going to have it it's almost like a photo crawl. So we're going to ask that anyone and everyone that wants to participate just take 2 pictures and load it to our Facebook page, and that will enter you into a drawing. If you do it every day, 2 pictures a day, you literally will get entered for 30 days. And that's 30 different entries. And at that time, when we get ready to pull, you have a better chance of winning one of 2 kayaks that we're giving away completely for free.
That is phenomenal. And that's at any of your park and rec sites and your
Well,
beach sites, or what are the limitations?
All right, so we're going to be, I think we started today with actually putting out our little teasers, but what we're going to do is probably, I would say this week, it should be the end of this upcoming week. What we're going to do, I don't know when this is going to air.
That's
but,
okay.
Yeah, so this upcoming week, what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to put out a calendar, and the calendar will have the different dates and times and locations that you need to go to. And what you do is you're going to go to, let's say today is Hubert Park. So you go to Hubert Park that day and take pictures.
Okay, so you've got very specific directions. I can't just be running around the county.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
all right.
No, ma'am.
All right, so you're going to give me a clue,
Mm-hmm.
tell me where I need to go. I can take 2 pictures a day,
Mm-hmm.
submit those, and at the end of the month, you're going to let us know.
We'll do a Facebook Live drawing in the
awesome.
park with the kayaks. And we will have everyone, we're actually going to be posting pictures of the kayaks this upcoming week. So starting on the 1st, so people will be able to see what they have a chance to win.
That is phenomenal. So that is a great way to celebrate,
Yes,
and a
ma'am.
great way to get people out and about in all the park sites. So then we're going to shift gears a little bit.
I like
I'm
how you
sorry.
did that.
I had, you see me? That was almost
Pun
done.
intended.
Yeah, it was. So you have a car and bike show coming up.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about it.
All right, so the Car and Bike Show is going to be the first of its kind with our department. We're actually going to be hosting this at Onslow Pines Park. It's going to be on the 26th and 27th of July. We're going to host it, I believe, that starting at night. It's going to be from about 5 o'clock to about 9 till it gets dark, and we're going to do different classes, a lot of various classes.
Okay.
One on that first night, which is the 26th, we're going to have more of a sound system and the light competition.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to hope for you get a lot of bikes and a lot of cars out there with nice tricked out light systems. And then that way we can obviously have some judges come out there and do that. Then on that Saturday is going to be the meat and the potatoes, as we call it. That one will play host to a lot of different places, people from around the state of North Carolina. We have a couple people from Virginia coming down. We have some Georgia people. I think we may or may not have a few Floridians coming up.
Okay.
To partake in this the car show, if you will. So we have, I want to say it's about 30, I think it's 35 classes as of right now for just cars and trucks.
Oh my gosh.
And then for our motorcycles, we actually have about, I want to say 27 classes. And so you basically have a lot of different chances to win. And then also there's going to be a $500 cash prize for the winning truck, the best on the lot, as we call it.
Okay.
So it's a grand prize of $500 for the best car. And then also for the best bike, it's $250.
Wow, that is fantastic. So when you said car and bike show, I was thinking maybe bring my Schwinn, but you're not talking about my Schwinn, right?
No. I'm talking motorized.
Right. Okay,
motorized.
just
I mean,
like
you could bring the Schwinn out there. We would definitely judge it, and I think it would look amazing. I don't know if you would win, but I would vote for you.
But you're talking something with a little more horsepower.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Something that can kind of zoom down the road, if you will.
All right. Do we need to pre-register for that? How do folks get involved?
All right, so we would like people to pre-register, but we do understand because of the weather and things of that nature, most people can't do that. So if you choose to come out the day of, you are more than welcome to come out the day of and actually register that way.
Okay. Is there an entry fee to participate?
It is. The fee is $25
Okay.
for the day of, and before it's actually $20.
Okay.
And then for bikes, and that's for cars and trucks, and for bikes it's actually $15 or it's $10. So it's $10 if you pre-register and $15 if you do the day of.
All right. And you said 35?
No, ma'am. No,
how many
ma'am.
how many categories?
It's about 30. It's about 30 to 35, and we're still adding some.
Categories.
Some I think we're
Okay.
taking off.
So we're going to see everything from classic cars to hot rods to things that are completely tricked out,
Correct.
but maybe not just my mom car.
Well, we have one as a custom class. So the class that it says it's a in progress. So
Okay.
an in progress car or a project car.
Okay,
Yes.
neat.
So
All
we're
right.
trying to get anyone and everyone that wants to come out and be a part of it to come out. Also, some of the proceeds are actually going to be going back to our scholarship program as well.
Very
so
good.
We're trying to give back to our community as well.
Jason, you play hard, you work hard, and we are so grateful for it. Again, if folks want to know more, learn more about what you all are doing, what's the best telephone number to reach you at Park and Rec?
910-347-5332.
And then, of course, your Facebook and your website, which your buddy Anna shared with everybody. So
Yes.
all that's going to be online. Well, Jason, I'm looking forward to it. And, of course, we're going to visit back with you as we get into the summer, because we're going to have to talk about fall sports.
Oh, definitely. We also have fall baseball, softball, and t-ball registration is going to be July 21st and 22nd.
Okay, so we probably need to go ahead and let folks know, because that's going to fill up quick.
Yes, it will. We have we're doing a little bit differently this year. We have we're doing all 4 sites, but we have 2 locations that will be playing traditional fall ball, which is kind of like an extenuated spring season, where they actually are playing games the entire duration of the league. But then you also have your other 2 sites. So my other 2 sites will be doing more of a, I guess you would call it more of a team building type thing. I guess you'd call it, some people would call it something different. But anyway, it's actually going to be where they'll just be pretty much doing some pickup games, and the goal will be to build those skills. So we have some kids that want to come out, and they're just getting new to
getting used to it.
Yeah, getting acclimated to the sport. So we get them out there and they just play a little bit, and we actually have coaches classes and things like that we're going to be doing for everyone that's involved.
All right, well, Jason, thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for always bringing a lot of fun and a lot of joy to what we do here in Onslow County. And we look forward to visiting with you next time.
Thank you so very much.
As always, we want to thank you for joining us for Onslow County Today. And a very special thank you to all of our guests. Matt Mano, the Onslow County Public Library. Of course, Jennifer Montefort and her friend Becky for coming in and talking to us about animal services and summer safety. We also want to thank Anna Stanley and Jason McCray with Onslow County Park and Recreation. You know, we've been here out at the Environmental Education Center, and this is a beautiful place to come out and discover the nature that surrounds us here in Onslow County. This summer, please do get out and explore your Onslow County today.